Good morning. Good morning. If you're out there, I hope you're having a good one, whatever time of day it might be for you. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. My name's Brian, as you can see right there, and I'm a poet. And if you're watching me, you obviously like poetry. Thank you very much. Because I like poetry too. Not just because I'm a poet, because I think it's pretty cool. All right. So, might as well just get on with it. On this channel, besides my own poetry, I feature other people's, especially on this program, and we turn it into music. But I'm not a musician, but I use AI. Everybody's using it these days, and might as well use it for something that's fun. And I think this is fun. I hope you guys do too. If you're out there watching, thank you very much. And if you like that, like and subscribe. Like, we're supposed to beg and plead and whine and moan and complain. But more importantly, everything we do here is under fair use. So, should I stay or should I go? Well, I think I'm just going to play something at the moment. So, I don't know. Which one should we do? Here, I'll start out with this one.
One feather is a bird I claim, one tree a wood. In a low voice I heard more than a mortal should. And so I stood apart, hidden in my own heart. And yet I roamed out where those notes went like the bird whose thin song hung in air, diminished yet still heard. I lived with open sound, aloft and on the ground. That ghost was my own choice, the shy cerulean bird. It sang with her true voice, and it was I who heard a slight voice reply. I heard and only I. Desire exalts the ear, bird, girl, and ghostly tree. The earth, the solid air, their slow song sang in me. The long noon pulsed away like any summer day. The earth, the solid air, their slow song sang in me. The long noon pulsed away like any summer day.
Maybe it's too early in the morning.
When biting boreas fell and over, sharp shivers through the leafless bower. When Faber skis a short-lived south the lift, dim darkening through shore or whirling drift. At night the storm, the steeples rock, poor labor sweet and sleep was locked, while burns with snawy wreaths upchoked, wild eddying swirl, or through the mining outlet bocked, down headlong hurl. The doors and windocks rattle, rattle. I thought me on the Irie cattle, cattle. Or silly sheep while by this prattle. Oh, in a war, and through the drifty blaring sprattle. Beneath the scar, ill-capping bird, we helpless thing, that in the merry months of spring delighted me to hear thee sing. What comes o' thee? Where wilt thou cow thy chittering wing and close thy ear? Heaven, you are murdering errands toiled, lone from your savage home's exile. The blood-stained roost and sheepcote spoiled, my heart forgets, while pitiless the tempest wild on you beats. Chittering wing and close thy ear. Heaven, you are murdering errands toiled, lone from your savage home's exile. The blood-stained roost and sheepcote spoiled, my heart forgets, while pitiless the tempest wild sore on you beats. Thou hast that all to me, love, for which my soul did pine. A green isle in the sea, love, a fountain and a shrine, all wreathed with fairy fruits and flowers. dances, and all my nightly dreams are where thy grey eye glances, and where thy footstep gleams in what ethereal dances by what eternal stream. The twilight hours like birds flew by as lightly and as free. 10,000 stars were in the sky, 10,000 on the sea. For every wave with dimpled face that leaped upon the air had caught a star in its embrace and held it trembling there.
Good morning, Kathy. And good morning, Jennifer. And good morning, whoever else is out there. Yeah, that one, I like that. That one was kind of interesting how that one turned out. Yes, I like these jazz Latin fusion stuff. But you know what we also like on this program? We love the blues. And Emily Dickinson. I heard a fly buzz.
I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. I willed my keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed to fly. Blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Your mercy still wants the mercy despots feel. Hear it in that battle peal. Read it on young bristling steel. Ask it ye who will. come be. So well as where heaven its dew shall shed on the martyred patriot's bed, and the rocks shall raise their head of his deeds to tell. And fold your wings, little blue pigeon with velvet eyes. Sleep to the singing of mother birds swinging, swinging the nest where her little one lies. Away out yonder, I see a star, silvery star with a tinkling song. To the soft dew falling, I hear it little pigeon, and fold your wings. Little blue pigeon with mournful eyes. Am I not singing? See, I am swinging, swinging the nest where my darling western wave was all aflame. The day was well nigh done. Almost upon the western wave rested the broad bright sun. When that strange shape drove suddenly betwixt us and the sun, and straight the sun was flecked with bars. Heaven's mother, send us grace. As if through a dungeon grate he peered with broad and burning face. Alas, thought I, and my heart beat loud, how fast she nears and nears. Are those her sails that glance in the sun like restless gossameres? Are those her ribs through which the sun did peer as through a grate? And is that woman all her crew? Is that a death? And are there two? Is death that woman's mate? Her lips were red, her looks were free, her locks were yellow as gold. Her skin was as white as leprosy. The nightmare life in death was she, who thinks man's blood with cold. The naked Hulk alongside came, and the twain were casting dice. The game is done, I've won, I've won, quoth she and whistled thrice. Naked Hulk alongside came, and the twain were casting dice. The game is done, I've won, quoth she and whistles thrice. Quoth she and whistled thrice. Quoth she and whistled thrice.
Good morning, Mr. Cricket. How is it going? We're just playing some stuff. Oh no, it's a melancholy Monday again. The weather. Yeah, it's the weather. I'll blame it on the weather. Whether or not the weather gives a crap. Because the weather doesn't. Yes, melancholy Monday inside my old mushy oven brain. So I'm just going to play some more and then we'll figure it out from there. How's that sound? I hope that sounds cool to you guys.
Where hints of racy sap and gum out of the old dark forest come, where birds their beaks like hammers wield, and pith is pierced and bark is peeled, where the green walnut's outer rind gives precious bitterness to the wind. There lurks the sweet creative power, as lurks the honey in the flower. A subtle effluence floats around, where sheath and shootlets break the ground, and in each blossom's magic cup, from infinite deeps a thought comes up. In winter's bud that bursts in spring, in nut of autumn's ripening, in acrid bulb beneath the mold, sleeps the elixir strong and old, that Rosicrucian sought in vain, life that renews itself again. Rich as purple mulberry juice, and what school-polished gem of thought is like a rune from nature caught. He is a poet strong and true, who loves wild thyme and honeydew, of centuries. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life, in its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence, the bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of achievement are but experiences of time. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision, and today well lived makes yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well therefore to this day, such is the salutation to the ever new dawn. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life, in its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence, the bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of achievement are but experiences of time.
Ouch. No snow here yet. Although it was like in the 80s, 70s, upper 70s, 80s, Friday, Saturday. And I took advantage of it and did some yard work. And then yesterday, I did some housework. And today it's Monday morning. Not that that means anything. Cool. I hope you enjoy what you are listening to. And always listen when creativity calls. Oh yeah, I had to turn on my freaking heater in the middle of the night. It got like 50 some degrees in here, and I'm like, screw this. Yeah, so yeah, stay warm style. And Joe and Cricket and all y'all out there. Yeah, we got 28. So whatever Celsius that might be, like -5 or however they convert it down. It's too confusing. Sometimes. So what are we going to play next? Oh, I'm in this one here. Oh, yes, I have it. Let's play this one.
The earth we mounded, wound our vows until it fit and fits. The earth we mounded, roused and rocked. We hard beyond and tried to yarb and tried to fix a fix. We facted, felt we factin', fanfare anthems, hammered, felt the words were stagnate, snapping half in heat. The way the melt, what words we'd hoarded, halved and wholly porous. Meanwhile, tide still tide, and we still wash for sounds to mark and mark. Still wash for sounds to mark and mark. She didn't leave a tangled in a comb found every strand. Said he was one of the livingest chicks in all the land. Sadie bore 2 babies under her maiden name. Maud and Ma, and Papa nearly died of shame. In this old house. In this old house.
Running a little behind this morning.
Thus the main glideth where my love abideth, sleeps no softer, it proceeds on through lawns, on through meads, on and on, whate'er befall. Meandering and musical, though the hugged pasturage bears not on a shaven ledge aught but weeds and waving grasses, to view the river as it passes, save here and there a scanty patch of primroses, too faint to catch a weary bee, and scarce it pushes its gentle way through strangling rushes, where the glossy kingfisher flutters when noon heats are near, glad the shelving banks to shun, red and steaming in the sun. Where the shrew mouse with pale throat burrows, and the speckled stoat, where the quicksand pipers flit in and out the maul and grit that seems to breathe them brown as they, not disturbs its quiet way. lazy stork that springs, trailing it with legs and wings, whom the shy fox from the hill rouses creeping near so still. The shrew mouse with pale throat, burrows and the speckled stoat, where the quicksand pipers flit, in and out the marlin grit that seems to breathe them brown as they not disturbs its quiet way. Save some lazy stork that springs, trailing it with legs and wings, whom the shy fox from the hill ruses creepy ne'er so still.
Barbecue and cake. Barbecue and cake.
Baby Vance, is it harder work than it used to be? Are the new soda parlors worse than the old-time saloons? Baby Vance, do you have jobs in the daytime, or is this all you do? Do you come out only at night? In the winter at the skating rinks, in the summer at the roller coaster parks, wherever figure eights are carved by skates in winter, by roller coasters in summer, wherever the whirling jigs are going and chicken, Spanish and hot dog are sold. There you come, giggling baby vamp. There you come with your blue baby eyes, saying, take me along. Baby Vance, is it harder work than it used to be? Are the new soda parlors worse than the old-time saloons? Baby Vance, do you have jobs in the daytime, or is this all you do? Do you come out only at night? In the winter at the skating rinks, in the summer at the roller coaster parks, wherever figure eights are carved by skates in winter, by roller coasters in summer, wherever the whirling jigs are going and chicken, Spanish and hot dog are sold. There you come,
giggling baby vamp. There you come with your blue baby eyes, singing.
Take me. Oh. Here lies a lady of beauty and high degree of chills and fever. She died of fever and chill. The delight of her husband, her aunts, an infant of 3, and of medicals marveling sweetly on her ills. For either she burned and her confident eyes would blaze, and her fingers fly in a manner to puzzle their heads. What was she making? Why nothing? She sat in a maze of old scraps of laces snipped into curious shreds. Or this would pass and the light of her fire decline, till she lay discouraged and cold as a thin stalk, white and blown, and would not open her eyes to kisses to wine. The sixth of these states was her last. The cold settled down. Sweet ladies, long may ye bloom, and softly I hope ye may thaw. But was she not lucky in flowers and lace and mourning? In love and great honor we bade God rest her soul. After 6 little spaces of chill and 6 of burning.
This level reach of blue is not my sea. Here are sweet waters pretty in the sun, whose quiet ripples meet obediently, a marked and measured line, one after one. This is no sea of mine that humbly lays untroubled sand spread glittering and warm. sipping salty weed.
Yeah, and you can have the Holy Ghost or unholy ghost play the harp. Since no one played it. Oh, that is actually a pretty good comment on Holy Ghost. No one played it. Atheism, stuff like that. I don't know. It's too early in the morning. All right, you hear. Let me address something right here. As far as I know, like I said, no Taco Bell or a McDonald's, because the last time I ate McDonald's, I got sick too. So that was in August. Wow, that was a while back. Early August. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see here. Since we're on the melancholy side, let's kind of cheeky it up a little bit. Oh boy.
A woman who my mother knows came in and took off all her clothes. Said I, not being very old, by golly gosh, you must be cold.
No, no, she cried, indeed I'm not. I'm feeling devilishly hot. Said I, not being very old, by golly gosh, you must be cold. No, no, she cried, indeed I'm not. I'm feeling devilishly hot. Said I, not being very old, by golly gosh, you must be cold. No, no, she cried, indeed I'm not. I'm feeling devilishly hot.
I like my body when it is with your body. It is so quite new a thing. Muscles better and nerves more. I like the nerves get small. I like your body. I like what it does. I like its hows. I like to feel the spine of your body and its bones and the trembling firm smoothness in which I will again and again and again kiss. I like kissing this and that of you. I
Have a good one, style.
She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denied. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace which waves in every raven tread, or softly lightens o'er her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place.
Yeah, that's a good one. Lord Byron. I love that guy, even though, yeah, he was much to be desired at certain things. Yeah, he was a jerk. Talented jerk, but a jerk. See, those four I play in sequence for a reason. They make up, basically, it's a sex act. You got the flirty flirts with the rolled doll, and then the foreplay and all the fun stuff up to with the E.E. Cummings one, and then with the song for Ishtar, you're getting down and dirty, and then with the Lord Byron climax and afterglow. Yeah. I think too much about this stuff sometimes. I don't know. Oh, but yeah. Here, let's play this one. A much different poem.
This is the field where the battle did not happen, where the unknown soldier did not die. This is the field where grass joined hands, where no monument stands, and the only heroic thing is the sky. Birds fly here without any sound, unfolding their wings across the open. No people killed or were killed on this ground, hallowed by neglect and an air so tame that people celebrate it by forgetting its name. This is the field where the battle did not happen, where the unknown soldier did not die. This is the field where grass joined hands, where no monument stands, and the only heroic thing is the sky. Birds fly here without any sound, unfolding their wings across the open. No people killed or were killed on this ground, hallowed by neglect and an air so tame that people celebrate it by forgetting its name.
Experience, like a pale musician holds a dulcimer of patience in his hand, whence harmonies we cannot understand. Of God will in his worlds the strain unfolds, in sad perplexed minors deathly cold. Fall on us while we hear and countermand. Our sanguine heart back from the fancy land.
Ah, da, 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 da. Ah, da, 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 da. The linnet in the rocky dells, the moorlark in the air, the bee among the heather bells that hide my lady fair. The wild deer browse above her breast, the wild birds raise their brood, and they her smiles of love caressed have left her solitude. I ween that when the grave's dark wall did first her form retain, they thought their hearts could ne'er recall the light of joy again. They thought the tide of grief would flow unchecked through future years, but where is all their anguish now, and where are all their tears? Well, let them fight for honor's breath, or pleasure's shade pursue. The dweller in the land of death is changed and careless too. And if their eyes should watch and weep till sorrow's source were dry, she would not in her tranquil sleep return a single sigh. Blow west wind by the lonely mound, and murmur summer streams. There is no need of other sound to soothe my lady's dream.
Alrighty. So how y'all doing? So I don't know. Like I said, it's too early in the morning and it's cold and I don't like this time of year anyways, because reasons cloudy. Yeah, the weather and other stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna play a few more. We've been going an hour and 36 minutes. Wow. Oh, Let's play this one. This is part of the Fairyland sequence.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and blind worms do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come our lovely lady night. So good night with lullaby. Weaving spiders come not here, hence you long-legged spinners, hence beetles black approach not near, worm nor snail do no offense. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, where Alph, the sacred river, ran through caverns measureless to man, down to a sunless sea. So twice 5 miles of fertile ground, with walls and towers were girdled round, and there were gardens bright with sinuous rills, where blossomed many an incense-bearing tree. And here were forests, ancient as the hills, enfolding sunny spots of greenery. But oh, that deep romantic chasm which slanted down the green hill athwart a cedar cover, a savage place as holy and enchanted as there beneath the waning moon was haunted by woman wailing for her demon lover. And from this chasm with ceaseless turmoil seething, as if this earth in fastic pants were breathing, a mighty fountain momently was forced, amid whose swift half-intermitted burst. Huge fragments vaulted like rebounding hail, or chaffy grain beneath the thresher's flail. And mid these dancing rocks at once and ever, it flung up momently the sacred river. 5 miles meandering with amazing motion, through wood and dale the sacred river ran, then reached the caverns measureless to man, and sank in tumult to a lifeless ocean. And mid this tumult Kubla heard from far ancestral voices prophesying war. The shadow of the dome of pleasure floated midway on the waves, where was heard the mingled measure from the fountain and the caves. It was a miracle of rare device, a sunny pleasure dome with caves of ice. A damsel with a dulcimer in a vision once I saw. It was an Abyssinian maid, and on her dulcimer she played, singing of Mount Abora. Could I revive within me her symphony and song? To such a deep delight would win me, that with music loud and long I would build that dome in air, that sunny dome, those caves of ice. And all who heard should see them there, and all should cry, beware, beware. His flashing eyes, his floating hair, weave a circle round him thrice, and close your eyes with holy dread, for he on honeydew hath fed and drunk the milk of paradise. brought summer to your heart, and not the full 4 seasons of the year, then you must welcome from another part.
Such noble moods as are not mine, my dear. No gracious weight of golden fruits to sell have I, nor any wise and wintry thing. And I have loved you all too long and well to carry still the high sweet breast of spring. Wherefore I say, oh love, as summer goes,
I must be gone, still forth with silent drums,
that you may have anew the bird and rose.
when I come back to you as summer comes.
Else will you see
At some not distant time,
even your summer in another
All right. I think I'm going to play one out, and y'all stuck around in the end. Thank you very much. Yes, this is just a Monday that. Oh no, I'll be back tomorrow. With the show I was going to play today, because I won. This seems to be a hey, Big Chief. Thanks for dropping by, but I'm signing off. I got some stuff I gotta get done, and it's a Monday morning, and oh, maybe I should just take a nap and figure it out after that. I don't know. So I'm gonna play one out. We'll do Fairyland number 4.
where the bee sucks, there suck I. In a cowslip's bell I lie. There I couch when owls do cry. On the bat's back I do fly. After summer merrily, merrily, merrily shall I live now, under the blossom that hangs on the bough.
Yeah, it's kind of lagging too. So, yeah, kind of lagging like me. Anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see y'all in the chats. I'm gonna figure out what I'm going to do today. But yeah, it's Melancholy Monday. Another one. Mondays suck. Oh, I want to go back to where they didn't mean anything. No. I'll see y'all later. Definitely see y'all tomorrow morning. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Like, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff that's supposed to work. We'll see. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.